Hello everybody, hope you're having a good day. We're gonna do a post-mortem of the PSA 6 birthday Pikachu follow from the last video. So I'm gonna have two lights here. I haven't shown you how I cannot see any UV light versus a regular flashlight. So you see how here, this area where my light is shining, there's two lines there, dented. And then there's almost like a circle and everything there on the surface. If I flash it like that, and you guys can imagine I was really having a hard time not seeing it otherwise. On my other light it wouldn't show. It needs to have a, this is a very strong, this is the same flashlight if you're checking the plain engine at night. This is that brand that some of the maintenance people are using. So it's pretty dark, but you can see there's a circle there, and there are couple lines here. And I'm gonna switch to a UV light to show how I cannot see any of these in the other light. This is the UV light. You cannot see anything at all that I just showed you guys. It looks almost perfect. Because the UV light only works for whitening kind of best. Didn't work as much well as the dent. And I figured out why. So this card I actually want to potentially get an autograph or something before we take it to grade. But we didn't win any of the autograph sections, didn't meet anyone, so I just gotta bring it in case, because this is literally my favorite card. And because this was my favorite card, I pack it differently. So every single other cards that you saw me that is like celebrations, I dump it in the binder. So it's like in the tray binder, like I said. This card, however, is not from the tray binder. This card was packed in Ultra Pro, like that. And it was not necessarily this brand, but most likely is in one of these Defender, which has those like corrugated thing, kind of. And I remember I packed it so well because I used two of these. I used one and then cling wrap it, and then I put another bigger one on top. I'm not sure which brand I use, but I'm 100% use these corrugated things, which is basically the same thing you use for PSA submission, because when you submit, they use the elastic band and you corrugate it like this. Which is the result of why you saw those lines, not the right light, this one. You saw those lines here. The circle, I'm not sure. The circle is probably from something else. But you can see otherwise the card is pretty clean. Like, you know, from the light here. It's that circle and that. And because I flew this card in, so I put these the card, okay, I'm just going to describe how crazy I wrapped this card. I wrapped this in a cling wrap with these things twice. So it's like one layer card, this cling wrap, and then done, and then, well, actually it's in Ultra Pro first. It is in Ultra Pro because it's mine. And then I cling wrap the second layer with another of these Defender products. 2 layers. And then I put it in my pink pouch, which is basically what you use for like iPad and laptop, you know, those bags, cushioning. Before I put it in my backpack, and I put my binder with that little wrap of burritos before I put it in the backpack. Before I put it in that mouse pad, like the iPad / laptop pouch, before I put it in the backpack. It was that well cushioned. But apparently that product will cost this if you burrito it or whatever. So I guess binder travel is better than semi-rigid traveling. In terms of traveling, in a tight space like that on a plane. Of course, if you're carrying in a container and stuff, it's probably fine. Just lessons learned. That's why you got a 6. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you figure out what that circle is, let me know, because I explained the corrugated. I cannot explain like these lines here, right? I'm trying to figure out where my finger is. Right here. I cannot explain that circle. It is from these products, so maybe there is a brand that has a circle somewhere. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed today's explanation video. Until next time, have a good one, guys. Bye!